Today I'm going to talk to you guys about a great way to save money while maintaining your car, and that is getting your fuel injectors professionally cleaned. As most of you, I'm sure, are aware, one of the best ways to keep your car efficient and powerful is by keeping the fuel injectors clean. If the spray pattern is down or it's not properly shaped, then your car is not going to operate as intended, so it might make for clunky starts, it might make for bad fuel mileage, or a drop in power, or a sluggish response when you go to accelerate. One of the easiest ways to keep your fuel system clean is to use high quality name brand gas. So using from companies that you know and recognize like Shell, BP, Chevron, Costco, any place that you've heard of, they're probably going to have higher quality gas than places that you have not. That doesn't mean those places use bad gas. They just use the minimum of required additive, whereas other companies will use a lot more than they are legally required to, and it'll help keep your fuel system clean. Another option is you can use fuel injector cleaner. So you add this into a tank about every 3,000 miles, and it will clean out your fuel injectors. There's a bunch of different options out there. You go to any auto parts store and there's going to be probably 10 of them. So just do a little research on what you like to use. I get this one, the Chevron brand, simply because it can be bought in cases at Costco at a pretty good price. So if you buy your car brand new and you run nice gas through it always and you use fuel injector cleaner at a pretty regular interval, your fuel injector should be fine the entire time you own the car. But if it's a used car and you don't know what the history is and it's getting up there in mileage, anywhere from 150 to 200,000 miles, your fuel injectors might start developing issues. But the good thing is fuel injectors very rarely go 100% bad and just die like an ignition coil will. What happens is you'll get a clogged head down here. So these little tiny spray ports that are extremely small and very precisely made to produce a certain spray pattern, they'll get clogged with contaminants. You'll get these little pieces of rubber here on the top and bottom that are to seal them. Those will start to leak because the rubber will break down with time. So instead of paying $50 for a new injector or $200 for the set, or maybe even up to $300 for the set, depending on what fuel injector you wanted to buy, you can get these cleaned for about $8 an injector. And what they do is they put it in a machine that's specifically designed to clean them. It slots in just like it would on your car. They run various different spray patterns through it. They use a hypersonic kind of vibration to clean out all the contaminants. They can disassemble these and remove these screens at the bottom and put in new ones like he did with mine. So you can see I've got all these old parts in here, my old gaskets and old screens down here. So all of those were replaced. So it's basically, for all intents and purposes, a brand new injector. I wish you guys could have seen it before. These were all covered in rust, and he was nice enough to clean all that off. He probably just put it in a cleaner, and it came out really well. So I've got brand new gaskets top and bottom, got brand new screens. They look a lot cleaner, and I know that the car is going to perform a lot better and a lot evenly across all four cylinders. Especially in a forced induction car like the Mini, the issue you're going to run into is if you don't get enough fuel in there, you're going to get knocked and you're going to destroy pistons and you're going to destroy your engine. So proper, consistent fueling is actually very important, not just for all sorts of good things like power and fuel economy, but again, just keeping your engine alive. But this is an excellent way to save money in the right spot because, again, they will flow test these, and if they don't pass, they'll let you know. Some of the services will provide a sheet that tells you what each of these flow so you can compare them. The last one I did with the E39 540, I set all 8 off, and all 8 were actually really closely matched with the flow data they sent back. So I really liked that they sent me the flow data, but that service did not replace the top or bottom gaskets or the screens. They just cleaned them and provided you with a number. Now the E39, it wasn't a problem because of course they were all working properly. With the Mini, he replaced all 4 screens and he replaced all 8 gaskets. So it's nice to have all of that brand new. So I don't need the flow data, but he does say that if it's bad, he will tell me. So we'll go over to my computer and I'm going to show you where you can find these services so that you can save this money on your car. But again, it's going to be less money to get all 4 of these cleaned than it would be to replace one fuel injector. So this cost me, I think, $38 to get all 4 100% clean and redone, and one fuel injector for this car is about $50. All right, so I'm going to run through how to find this service.
So the way that I've always done this, and the way I think it's easiest to do this, is just to find a vendor on eBay. A lot of different shops will post their services on here. So what we're going to do is go to the search bar and type in fuel injector cleaning service. So now that we've searched that, we have a bunch of different options here. So you can see you've got a pretty wide range of prices. So let's just click on this one. So this is specifically service 4 cylinders, including O-rings and seals. This might actually be the one that I use. I'm going to be honest, I did this a while ago and I don't remember who I used, but I think it was Arizona. But they'll list in here everything that they're going to show you that they're going to do. So they're going to replace everything. They're going to clean them, check spray pattern and for leaks. They're going to ultrasonically clean them. A lot of different things they're going to provide. They'll give you a little list of what they want you to provide for them, where to ship it to. So they give you everything in the description that you need to know. And for 36 bucks, that's actually a pretty great deal. It's also nice that they have a 1-year warranty from purchase. So that's also nice. Let's go to another one. So this one is $12 per injector, so it's going to be more expensive than that other one. But if you have something odd, like a 5-cylinder engine because it's an Audi, or a 3-cylinder engine, you can select the exact number that you need. So a lot of them will go by injector and you'll just add that specific amount. So you have a bunch of different options. You can find one that's close to you. So if you live on the West Coast, that one that was in Arizona would be a little faster. If you live in the Midwest, you could use this one in Michigan just to cut down on your shipping time or shipping cost. So you have a lot of different options. You can look through reviews. So you can click over here and see they have 100% positive feedback. So that's really nice. You can contact them and ask them questions if you want to vet them a little bit. Sometimes you can figure out using their address, what shop are you sending it to? So you can know ahead of time, like those last two listed their shop address. So you can look that up. Right here we have Energy Automotive R&P. So we could probably find them on Google and do some more research before we send our injectors there. So you have a lot of different options through eBay. You also have eBay's buyer protection. So if something weird happens, you have just one more person in your court to help you out in this process if they don't ship them back fast enough, or if something happens with your injectors.
So that's how you're going to find it. Really, the only issue with this is your car is going to be down for about a week because you're going to have to uninstall these, package them up, ship them to the service, get them back, and then put them back in. So for mine, with regular priority shipping, it took 2 days to get there. He got it clean, turned around 2 days back. There was a weekend in there. So with all of that, my car was down for a full week. So you need to find a time where you're going to be on vacation, or someone can drive you to work, or get it set up so that you can get this done in a time where it's convenient for you. So you're going to have to plan ahead. You also might be able to find this service in your town. So if there's a shop in your city that does this, you can just drop them off. They can do them that day and you can pick them up the next day. Of course, if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to drop those down below. Hit that subscribe button and I will see you guys next week.